Uh-oh. Uh-oh. About that time. That's right. Black Power is the General Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. I'm in the house, family. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. I'm gonna hurt some feelings today. Uh-huh. I'm gonna hurt some feelings today. You understand what I'm saying? That's right. I'm in the house. I'm gonna hurt some feelings today. I'm gonna hurt some feelings today. You know, Seti come with the real talk. You understand? I don't, I don't let no nigga off the hook. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't in defense or no Caucasoids or nothing. I'm just gonna tell it just like it T.I. is. Okay? You're lunching for lunch with the General Seti. You're lunching for lunch. That's right. Lunching with reality. We got to wake you Negroes up back into reality because y'all out there living like y'all in Hollywood or some goddamn where. You understand what I'm saying? You niggas want to live like you're in Hollywood. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to bring you on back on down to earth today. Not long ago, I did a lecture, but I did it late at night, and people really didn't peep it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I went in on old Michael Jackson. Don't get me wrong now. This ain't in no reference to what's going, but it's gonna relate to exactly what's going on because a lot of times we lay our own landmines. Okay, we got to be real today. We got to be real today. We want some family come on in. I know you're out there on the plantation. You understand what I'm saying? No, you're on the plantation. Let me get my monitor up. Let me get my monitor up. I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I don't want y'all to get mad at me. You know, because I go in on old Michael Jackson. Now, most of what I'm going to say about the situation at hand, you see what I'm saying? Has a lot, let me go take that up, has a lot to do with, elements outside of the goddamn accusations. Okay? You know, this is elements outside of the accusations. And then I'm going to deal with the accusations too. You know, because a lot of people just don't want to deal with the shit like it need to be dealt with. Now, number one, me myself personally, hear me out. You know, I love Michael Jackson for his extreme talent that he was. You know what I'm saying? Even back when we talking about back, when this motherfucker was a little boy, this motherfucker was an explosive talent. You know what I'm saying? And nobody could deny that. You know what I'm saying? This man was not too many people, if any, have transcended, the different ages of your stardom like Michael Jackson. Like, say for instance, motherfucking what's the motherfucker's name? That did that song Jump. What them two niggas, Daddy Mac, what the fuck was them niggas' name? And Lil Bow Wow and all these niggas. If sometimes when you a star at a young age, you can't transcend that stardom into the next age bracket. They remember you for who you was, and that's it. You see what I'm saying? That you was a young star, but it's hard to, transcend that stardom into the next age bracket. You feel me? And so the one thing that's clear about Michael Jackson that I haven't seen in any artist, especially on a major scale like that, where you can this man was a mega star at a young age. We talking about 10. You understand what I'm saying? 11, 12. He already an international star. Okay, and then he goes into, even in his teenage, goes into his 20s. You know what I'm saying? Off the wall. Motherfucker steel maker, taking it up, going up, 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 up. You understand what I'm saying? He's, he with his brothers and shit. They still a heavy group, but he the central point or the central energy in that group. And then the man go into Thriller. He's still a young man. I don't know if he was in his 30s, young 30s, going and continuing into his 40s. You understand what I'm saying? So the man kept going up and up and up. So it's hard not to be attracted to such a energy like that. I just heard on the goddamn internet where this man sold 750 million albums. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. To sell, that motherfucker almost sold 1 billion albums. And that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, we respect that. That's an astounding energy. So I don't want nobody to think at all that I'm going against Michael Jackson for no Caucasians, because that's not what I'm doing. But it's quite obvious that he laid a lot of landmines, whether he knew he was laying them or not, that would later, people would use against him even in his death. You understand what I'm saying? That would even, that. And so, one of the things that, just kept fucking me up, number one, was that he started fucking with his appearance. Okay? I got to say that because that's psychological. So it showed me something there, psychological. Now, I heard Mike on one of his videos. You know what I'm saying? Where he was speaking about when they started attacking him. You know what I'm saying? That when he started surpassing Elvis, started surpassing the Beatles. You understand what I'm saying? That they started throwing hate on him. And I could understand that. You understand what I'm saying? I could understand that. That they started calling him a freak and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Caucasians do. Okay? I'm with him. And in that same interview, he was in front of a crowd. He said, I know I'm black. And I know when I look at him, I know I'm black. And so I say to myself, it's not enough you just saying that, because you fucking with my psyche, Mike. Straight up. It just long before the motherfucking alligator. You fucking with my psyche, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because you say you got religio, which is where the skin, your skin start whitening and shit. And so that's why you turned your face white. But motherfucker, you also fuck with your nose. You fuck with your cheeks. You fuck with your chin, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that right there shows me a pattern. You say you know you black. That's what he said. He said, I know I'm black. Ain't nobody got to tell me that I'm black, but goddamn it, it's not enough saying it. You got to look black, my nigga. And nobody, listen, like I say, I fucks with Mike. Musically and all, again. And so I ain't seen the nigga wear an afro since back off the fucking wall. You understand what I'm saying? You see his natural fucking hair, the way he came into this world. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? You totally, mess with your original look. You know what I'm saying? And so when he said, I know I'm black, you understand what I'm saying? I say, well, goddamn, Mike, if you know you're black, you love being black, why the fuck did you fuck your... And listen, don't nobody out there play with me, okay? This is my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Somebody need to holler at you, Mike. You know what I'm saying? This is in love, my nigga. Somebody should have told you, nigga, that you going down the wrong road with this. You know what I'm saying? That's first number one. When Michael Jackson did Remember the Time, I said, God damn, boy, this boy done hit it out the park. When he showed Egypt black, you understand what I'm saying? And had Eddie Murphy and had Imani, whatever her name, the Ethiopian Somalian sister up there playing Nefertari. I say that was powerful. That's exactly what we needed. But when Mike went up there, I say, God damn, Mike, nigga, you should have put some mascara on, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got straight hair. You know what I'm saying? Everything we say Egypt is not. You didn't go up there right, my nigga. You did not do it. So it's showing you that you can say some shit out of your mouth. But do you really believe, you understand what I'm saying? Or do you love being black? You say you know you black, but do you love being black? And I find it hard to believe that somebody that literally, he literally turned into the mask. You know, and I'm just being 100. And this is not to, throw no unnecessary fucking darts, but it's reality. It speak to what we talking about. Because even in, listen here. He was so goddamn pale, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker wasn't even white. That nigga was off gray or some shit. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker out here, he can't be in the sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Now, that might speak to his religio. I don't know how that do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to throw unnecessary, darts where I don't have to throw. Okay, maybe it is religio. But the reality is it looks like it fall into a pattern because not only did he, his skin changed for whatever reason, his nose changed, his cheeks changed, he changed that. He changed his chin. And he never wore his hair in the natural style that, black, of his natural hair. He never wore that shit no more. Okay, I hadn't seen Michael Jackson wear a fucking afro since Off the Wall. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, why, as great as you was, the image, if he could have kept his original, they would have even hated him worse. You understand what I'm saying? They would have even hated him worse than what they hate him because his image of being an African man, a black man, with the natural fro and whoop-de-woo, got the African lips and, and whatever, that would have, been even more profound. So I'm not going to say I didn't have no problem with Mike before before the allegation. And other things that even made me was the fact you say you black. You understand? Because, black people going to come to your aid more so than anybody else. When shit start getting thick for the man, he come home. What most niggas gonna do? We're gonna come home to the crib because we understand that, when shit, family gonna look out for you. You understand what I'm saying? But even in his latter year, adopting them kids, you know what I'm saying? Marrying Elvis Presley's daughter. And he talked about Elvis Presley. He said, when I surpassed Elvis Presley and I surpassed the Beatles, that, then they started throwing hate. And he even talked about the black man that, did a lot of writing for Elvis. Who he didn't get no credit. He died penniless. He had no money and wrote all them hits for him. Yet and still you go marry his daughter. You understand what I'm saying? An overt racist. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, on top of doing that, you go and you adopt these white kids as your own, and everybody know what you look like. You understand what I'm saying? So if you know you black, I heard that come out his mouth. But the thing to me is, damn, did you love being black? You know you're black. But do you love being black? Because I didn't see that in his walk. I didn't see it. And it kind of upsetted me because I know we support you, bro. We support, we loved you, bro. Genuinely. You understand what I'm saying? And so, and like I say, when shit got thick, you come to the crib. That's how you do. But I didn't see that. And for me, that was like setting landmines. You understand what I'm saying? You were setting landmines for yourself at that time. Okay? And let me say something. That don't mean that he's guilty of anything, even though I did, some parallels on shit that was outside of the allegation, such as, his alter ego of Pan. You understand? And going into the deeper understanding of Pan, who the fuck Pan was. You know what I'm saying? And I hit on that in a minute. You understand what I'm saying? But it speaks to something, much deeper than, somebody else saying something about you out, over, outside of what you say about yourself. When you accept certain alter egos, and it's some goddamn, it's something attached to that alter ego. And when people pull back the veil and look at that alter ego deeper than just a little TV screen, a cartoon, a Pan, you understand what I'm saying? And get to the deeper understanding, you start saying, well, damn, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Well, why is the connection to something like this? You see what I'm saying? And so even now, you see, you got his family up there, his nephews, his brother, you know what I'm saying? They coming to his defense, which they supposed to. But he even wrote them out. They ain't even got no power in his estate. You understand what I'm saying? They don't even have no power in his estate. And even though, they could sue for him, but, they got to get permission from his so-called children. Now, you got to understand, listen, it's about, man, it's being real and accepting reality for what is his children going to step up there and defend his honor like they supposed to. That's the real motherfucker, because they in control of his estate. Now, I know good and well if his his brothers and his nephew, they look like they go to bat for him. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't got no power to sue. They ain't got no power to sue. He didn't leave for his family to really, look out for him. Those were going to be the people that, so look at that. Look how he cut his family out. Didn't leave his family no recourse to really hit back like they need to hit back. Yeah, they can go up there and speak on his behalf. But when you put them goddamn court papers on the motherfucker, like you fucking slandering my brother, you slandering my uncle, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? And so, with them, if they feel that it's a slander movement going on, they ain't goddamn why is in his estate not moving like they need to move. Nigga drop papers on. So that goes back to his so-called children who Caucasoids. We got to say that for what it is. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Why they ain't stepping up and dropping papers on them motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? That's real motherfucking talk. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's a landmine. That's a landmine. Leaving your motherfucking legacy to somebody that ain't gonna motherfucking step up and represent like they supposed to. So that was that, and I don't want to hear nothing about all that shit. And then even when it came, to the little boys and shit that represent, was the little Michael Jackson mini-me's and shit. He went and got them little white boys. I got to say that. He didn't want to put, where was the little black boys and shit that was, doing the Michael Jackson? Why you got all these little white boys and shit. Macaulay Culkin and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You keeping them around you. Now, let me tell y'all something. And like I say, he was exonerated. And let me be, and look at the title. Being exonerated does not mean that you innocent. And that does not mean that I find him guilty at the same. But you can't just give no motherfucker no free pass for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of other people out there in that predicament. Just like the brother that been killed in goddamn Sacramento. The police was exonerated. Does that mean that they innocent? That don't mean that they're in. So we see a lot of people throw that shit up where he was exonerated. Now that ain't me saying that he's guilty either. It's not me saying he's guilty, but when niggas just give a motherfucker a free pass because they've been exonerated, then you take if the fact is he might be guilty. Just because he is exonerated does not mean that he's innocent. It's a lot of motherfuckers that been exonerated. You got pedophile priests that been exonerated. Does that mean that they're innocent? Okay? And if y'all gonna throw that up there, that Michael Jackson is been exonerated, so has R. Kelly. He was exonerated. Now that I say that does not at all mean that I'm siding one way or another. I'm gonna let the motherfucking courts do what they do, and they ain't never been fair for black people neither. You see what I'm saying? So just because a motherfucker go to court, trumped up charges and shit, this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? And so when you see the reality of Michael Jackson's situation, that, he laid the landmines for himself. What am I saying? He shouldn't have been fucking with them white people on that level, especially they children. You see what I'm saying? And whether he's a and we make up a room for Michael Jackson and put him in that room that we wouldn't put no other motherfucker in. Now, if it was a nigga on the block and if niggas even got wind that a nigga on the block was letting people's children sleep in his house, all this, that, and the third, you understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be up in arms. Like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? You understand what I'm saying? Never would I feel comfortable if a motherfucker saying, nigga, he had my kids, something, and motherfucker, first and foremost, I would not allow my children to be out of my care like that in the first place. So that speaks to a whole lot of motherfuckers, that would even allow this shit to even happen. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you got, instances where this man supposedly had children over, you understand what I'm saying? And I don't know how it went down, but we know how it's being projected to the motherfucking public. You know what I'm saying? If the kids come over your crib, go out in the carnival and shit, this, that, and the third, come into an area in the crib and shit where it's open and it's all kind of people's in there to see what's going on, I'm with that. I worked at the school, in the school system, and they teach you as a man. I'm counseling. You know what I'm saying? But if one of the female students come into the room, you got to leave them doors open, nigga. You don't want no allegations to be, because allegations can pop up. You don't know the energy that motherfuckers possess. There's a lot of energies on this planet. So you don't know what's in motherfuckers' mind. So you have to keep that shit 100. You got to keep it where nobody can throw nothing on you. You understand what I'm saying? And so the fact that we make up this special place for Michael. Oh, that's Michael. He would. You don't know what a motherfucker would do. Now that I will say. And that's not saying that he did it, but that just is certain shit you do not do. So trumped up charges, landmines and shit, nigga, could be, set off on you, even after your goddamn death. Now, look, motherfucker could do some shit and drop down some bread to shut a motherfucker up. Okay? That done been done before. We don't want to act like it ain't been done before. You understand what I'm saying? It's a possibility. See, but laying the landmine like that, you didn't got, you got these kids over and shit. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe the man wasn't doing nothing. You understand? Maybe he thought he was Peter Pan. If a motherfucker, you know, if it was, like I said, if it's a nigga on the block and we busing, I know how G's work. Nigga, I know how they work up in the prison. Them is like some of the first motherfuckers you know you gonna holler at. That's just real talk. You know what I'm saying? People that been touching kids, and that's like the most hideous crime that you could do. You understand what I'm saying? So if a nigga on the block and we find out, nigga, you doing shit, you know, you got kids in your house, you're sleeping, you got people's kids in the neighborhood, you got them up in your house and shit. And they say they was in the bed, nigga, and niggas run up on, and you say, oh, I'm Peter Pan, I wasn't doing. Man, listen here, nigga, that's not gonna fly. So here it is, we make up a world for this man to live in, that we wouldn't allow no other motherfucking adult to live in that world. That's real motherfucking talk. Nobody else gonna get that pass. It's just not gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know, just again, just, you know, messing. And then we got to understand, you know, many times, and I'm gonna say this because when you set the landmine, you don't know how boom, boom, boom. It could be a repetition of explosion. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? They just keep going up. Even when you look at the fucking Catholics and the priests, you know, a lot of them motherfuckers was molested as children. You hear me? But they didn't really come out until like, nah, these motherfuckers coming out on mic. You can see that they got exterior motive. They up to something. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stupid. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stupid. We understand, motherfucker. But let me tell y'all something. You know, when you start to think about all the possibilities, you can't leave because we wasn't in the situation. So all motherfucking day long, you know, it's gonna be, what do you believe? And see, that's another landmine, because you don't want it to be where you got people that say, well, you see what I'm saying? Well, and so that's why you don't lay landmines like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, like I said, it's been motherfuckers that did certain shit and got tore off some money to shut their motherfucking mouth up. Now these motherfuckers, this is a possibility. Not saying that it's a reality. It could be a possibility that, you know, some shit happened and he told motherfuckers off some money and now he dead. The motherfucking money cut off. Boom. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers thought they had a lifetime ride. Now that money cut off. Boom, he dead. Ain't no money coming from that situation no more. Okay, so now what do? The man can't defend himself. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got an estate that's not stepping up. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I don't know if they're going to step up. You know what I'm saying? In the near future. But they have not stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Put some goddamn lawyers out there and some spokespeople that's going to be hitting hard on these motherfuckers every day. I ain't seen it. Okay? I ain't seen it. So if they feel now, you understand what I'm saying? Here's an opportune moment. You understand? The motherfucker dead. I'm not getting no more money. Okay? Let me go on and drop this, you know, this bombshell. Okay? Let's get this dough. Let's get this dough. You know what I'm saying? And so it could be a possibility. You understand? Like that. It's a possibility. Okay? It's a possibility. You can't rule nothing out. You understand? Because we don't really fucking know. And so that's why you got to know ahead of time. When you're in a position like that, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain shit you don't do. You understand? You got to have counsel that's letting you know. And so we got all type of motherfuckers, you know, out here with, you know, arterial motives, exterior motives. You understand? You don't know where they coming from. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's in their mind. So even when I think about, you know, how many brothers and shit was set up fucking with, you know, with Becky and shit. You see, look at Kobe and all them silly dumb motherfuckers. Go over there. And so now you messing with their children, which is really another setup. Look at Emmett Till. Look at all this shit where they lie on you. And you know what I'm saying? Look how they go out there. You could be out there barbecuing and they'll call and lie on you. You understand what I'm saying? So we already see that they got that motherfucker where they can just call on you, lie on you, do anything to try to get you locked up or get you shot up or whatever, to dethrone you, to pull you down. So you got to know this is what is in their energy, man. That's a historical, relationship that we have. So when I see this man messing with their kids like that, I say, wow, that's not a good look. Okay. So again, to rule out, but again, these motherfuckers got up there on stage, but on the court, on the stand, and said that he didn't, and said it multiple times. Okay. But at the same damn time, if you getting paid, and that motherfucking money is right, okay, motherfucker, get up there and do it. Okay. Okay, if you go to jail and you don't get no motherfucking money or whatever, what you gonna get out of that? Or get a couple of dollars, what you get out of that? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so you don't know what the possibilities could be. Okay, now again, like I say, you got pedophile priests and shit, and people be ashamed. I'm not saying that's them. You understand what I'm saying? So, but why I'm saying just being exonerated don't mean you innocent. We can't be giving motherfuckers no free pass, because we got to think about other people in damn near in that same fucking position. You see what I'm saying? The motherfucking Catholic Church paying out motherfuckers. How you think they close a lot of them niggas' mouth? They've been paying motherfuckers out from day one. Shut your motherfucker, but the hurt, so many people didn't get no money and shit, in the hurt and shit didn't compile, but the shit happened when they was kids, and then they came out when they was much older. Now look at Bill Cosby. Look how they did him. Look at them motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers come 20, 30 years later. And they gave, so I see people's is not, they not, fair in every instant. You know what I'm saying? They're not fair in every instant. If he was exonerated, okay. R. Kelly was exonerated. Okay, he was exonerated. Does that mean he innocent? Okay, but if you're going to invoke that he was exonerated, if you're going to invoke that Michael Jackson was exonerated, why y'all don't invoke that R. Kelly was exonerated? You understand what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm just saying it for the sake of, not that I believe that the nigga is not guilty, because you on motherfucking videotape, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You on motherfucking videotape. You understand? But he was exonerated. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't want to play that like a motherfucker ain't guilty. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers killing black people every motherfucking day and get exonerated. And them motherfuckers is guilty as hell. So quit playing that motherfucker card just because, this man been exonerated, that, is no possibility of what, of something happening. Again, I can't, people say it's weird, and I keep hearing people say it's weird. He was weird. No, nigga, let's say what it is. If you hear a nigga sleeping with, you're not gonna say he weird. You're not gonna use that term. You're gonna say, man, that's fucked up. That fucked up what that nigga doing. You know what I'm saying? That fucked up. Anybody else children, I doubt very seriously if you found out, Michael Jackson or some other nigga was sleep, had your children somewhere sleeping, had them in the bedroom or doing, you gonna say that's the word a term you gonna use, that he was weird. No. That ain't where, you gonna be like, motherfucker, I'm looking for you, nigga. Where you at? I'm pulling up, nigga. Where you at, nigga? You understand what I'm saying? That's what you gonna say. You gonna be fucked up about the situation. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at Michael Jackson, we use the term, well, no, it ain't weird, nigga. That was some out of bounds shit. Somebody should have told you, yeah, have fun with your children if that's what you want to do. And I know people that try to build their life around children. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Have all type of companies with games and all type of fun activities and shit, this, that, and the third. But it's still a boundary. You understand what I'm saying? That you don't cross. You understand? When you're dealing with other people, kids, even your own children. You understand what I'm saying? It's just boundaries you do not cross. You know what I'm saying? And I feel personally that he went across the goddamn boundary. Did he go across with the intent to harm? I'm not going to say that. but the fact he laid motherfucking landmines. Okay, and if y'all just give motherfuckers a room and don't hold them accountable for certain shit that they did wrong, then you got to do that for everybody. And then you setting up these children, you understand, who are being molested, you understand, to not have a voice. You understand what I'm saying? That's exactly what you doing. You having you setting this shit up where children don't have a voice, can be manipulated and this, that, and the third, and shit could happen to them for real. And because a motherfucker is of a certain level of status that, you know, through music or entertainment, y'all get these niggas a box to live in where they damn near untouchable or unaccountable for the shit that they doing out here in society. Okay? And so, you know, again, and then me looking over this nigga's his alter ego. Now I ain't gonna get into no slides today. I'm gonna just keep it, you know, audio, you know, Pan. You know, and I looked up, you know, and Pan, the boy Pan, is nothing but a recreation of the goat god of Greece, which was a sexual, a devious psychopath. Okay, and we can look that up. And not only as I was doing the damn research, I say, damn, I looked up the author of the motherfucker who wrote Pan, who wrote the story, and that motherfucker too was accused of pedophilia. You understand what I'm saying? So when you accept the alter ego, you understand what I'm saying? That's something that's coming from within you. You know what I'm saying? And I know Michael Jackson. He's very studious. He's very studious. He's, you know, I heard Dick Gregory talk about his studies, and he got a lot of, and you can tell by his occult relationship. You can look at all his motherfucking his videos and shit. He'll be out there dancing, and you know, in one part, and then the video will change and go into a dark room and shit. You know, I watched that Smooth Criminal shit, and it'll go into a dark area of the video. You understand, where, you know, they acting out and shit. So he's very occultish. You understand, when you understand that, you know, motherfuckers, you know, is in and out of different realities when they occultish like that. You know, you can look at a lot of his album cover. He's occultish. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm thinking to myself, I say, damn, the motherfucking author of Peter Pan. You can look it up. And the crazy shit about it, you know, this man took a liking. I don't know his name right now. You could go look it up. He took it, and then his videos up there on Peter, the author of Peter Pan. And, you know, he took a liking to a certain family in England. I think it's England. And, you know, the family ends up dying, but, you know, he ends up, adopting these people's children. He ain't even related to them. And the one, they got about 5 boys, something like that, which later became the blueprint for the Lost Boys. You know, Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. And the crazy shit about it, you know, this Peter Pan character, he's literally kidnapping the children. You know, that's why they call them Lost Boys. You know, he finds them at a park and he carries these boys off to Neverland. You see what I'm saying? Even the so-called other kid, Wendy, who was like the only female that he will allow into his circle. He hated women. That's another thing, to show the, you know, the over masculine, you know, I'm gonna say tinge of, you know, because if you don't like no woman, nigga, you understand, that let me know something. Like, man, what the fuck you mean? You don't want no women around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you get to thinking, looking at nigga like, what wrong with that nigga? You know what I'm saying? So that show me something about you. That's the author who creating the story. Peter Pan didn't like women around. And I didn't see that in Mike, because he had young girls there too. You understand what I'm saying? He had some young girls there. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about the alter ego. A motherfucker don't just up and adopt no alter ego. He see himself in the motherfucking story. So when I started to dig deeper into this Peter Pan character, and then a lot of the shit started coming out that the author, you understand, and he did some slick shit to get the children because he was, being that he's an author and this, he wrote out the will for them boys, mama and daddy. And so they brought it up that he did some, some slick shit to get the children from their grandmama. Their grandmama should have got the kids, but he writes in there some slick shit, you know what I'm saying? Instead, I think that the grandmother's name was Jenny and his name was Jimmy, and he switched the names, and not white people know this. This is on the author, so he could get the children. And his favorite out of the boys' name was Michael. And and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. If this man gonna take a $13 million estate, got Neverland, got Peter Pan all over the motherfucker, you mean to tell me you ain't took the time to read this story and see even the author who wrote this motherfucking story, what this motherfucker was about and shit, you know what I'm saying? And so they even show where the man wrote a letter to the boy. Yeah, when his mom and daddy was still living for his birthday, and the shit that he said in the motherfucker, and at the end he said very questionable shit to this boy. You understand what? And then at the end of the letter told the boy not to tell his mom and daddy. See, that's the shit I don't like. See, when a motherfucker say don't tell, see, that's the shit that I don't like. Now, this is the author of Peter Pan. So this motherfucker was accused of pedophilia even at his time. See, so you got a story of a motherfucker that been accused for pedophilia. How coincidental could that be? Go look the shit up. Go look the shit up. He's accused. And the one that he loved the most, Michael. You understand what I'm saying? I say, wow, this shit is deep. So you mean to tell me this man got a 13? Nah, that's not to say anything, but nigga, why would you adopt an alter ego like that? You understand what I'm saying? Why would you, even the fact that he retook aspects of the goat god Pan, because that's who it is. He got the pan flute and everything. He just anthropomorphic. They made him in the image of a little boy. But Pan was a sexual predator. That's who we go look Pan up. Go look the goat god Pan up. And that motherfucker rapes. He's bisexual, homosexual. He takes. You understand? That's all you see him. Every time you see Pan, he got a woman up on his shoulder where he done just snatched her up. You understand what I'm saying? Boys, every time you look into they always, because he's very connected to Cupid. Pan and Cupid is right there. You got one supposed to be, because both of them is with that sexual orientation. So when you see Pan, you see Cupid a lot. And I'm saying, and you see him right there with one boy that I think his name was Daphnis or whatever, a boy. And you always see Pan right there with the little boy, and he teaching him how to play the flute. And I'm thinking to myself, this is not nothing that nobody else is saying. This is me saying, let me do the read. This is his alter ego. He believes he's Pan. I say, well, let me do the goddamn research behind the scene on who Pan is. I don't know. And so this shit come up. I say, wait a minute, man. Why would the fuck you adopt? That's a landmine, nigga. That's a landmine. You done chose a character from a man who's already being accused of pedophilia, man. You understand what I'm saying? Writing love letters to little boys, telling them not to tell their mamas and daddy, and then you do some slick shit, and through your writing of a will, you done conjured up some shit where you get to adopt the children over their own grandmama. These ain't even your blood, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, look here. Those are landmines. When I did that, I say, you know what? I'm not using nothing nobody else said against. I just brought it up. And I also said that, he was exonerated. I said that. I said, okay, Mike was exonerated. But damn, Mike, damn, why is all these motherfucking landmines that you laying? You know what I'm saying? You changing your motherfucking skin color. You adopting white children. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want to sound, it is what it is. You don't see, when you see white people adopt black children, they always, taking them out of their culture and their character and shit. And I don't agree with that. I agree that children of one specific race should be adopted by their own race so they could fully develop within who they are. You cannot teach a black boy to be black if you white. And I don't believe no black man can teach no white children how to be white. That's got to be taught within their culture incubator, they racial incubator. Okay? So when I seen him do that and then marry, and then at the same time, that's landmines, dog. That's a landmine. You know what I'm saying? That's landmine. So, what's happening is these people see these landmines. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have good counsel. On that note, he did not have good counsel. Because at the end of the day, the question becomes, is these white children going to step up for Mike and drop these lawsuits on these motherfuckers? Because that's what if they believe in that's their father, okay, and you got this kind of money, then, y'all should be stepping up to drop lawsuits on them immediately. Because ain't no motherfucker gonna throw false accusations, such hideous false accusations on my daddy, and I don't motherfucking drop bread on their head and goddamn get these lawyers out here to get these motherfuckers cleaned up. You understand what I'm saying? Once and for all. They need to be, if that's the reality, and they believe in Michael Jackson, they father, brother, and this, that, and the third, they need to come together but look what he done. He left it. So the question becomes, are they going to step up and deal with them in a legal way to shut that shit down? Because that's the reality that need to be done, okay? Now, if they don't do it, was the fact that he adopted white children and left them in control of his estate, everything, is that a landmine that will come back and haunt that man in the grave? I believe it is. I believe it is. I do. You understand what I'm saying? And again, what I want people to understand, the shit that I'm talking about ain't got nothing to do with, and it do what these motherfuckers is actually saying against him. I'm showing you the landmines that he laid for his motherfucking self. And I'm talking about the room that y'all give Michael Jackson that y'all would not give another motherfucker on the planet. Oh, that's just Michael Jackson. He ain't done. He's Peter Pan. Oh, he is? He Peter Pan? He's Peter Pan. Okay. And so y'all give this nigga a room that nobody else can get in. Okay? That's unreal, family. And so I hear a lot of people not taking in consideration the landmines that he laid for himself. I don't hear people talk. I hear people saying that is weird. And that's not a clear definition of what you got Oprah out there. And she knows she out of pocket. I believe totally that she's out of pocket because you played like you was this man's friend. Okay? Now you didn't do this shit while she totally out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't give the enemy the ability to do him like that. You know what I'm saying? Let his damn children step up first and foremost. See, that's another landmine. Now Oprah Winfrey, you got false relationships with motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? The dominoes is all falling down. You know what I'm saying? From a couple of landmines that you laid. Okay, you should not have been fucking with them children on that level. If you love children, if this, that, and the third, but you should have always had some people in place to keep them, Keep them kids. Don't go up these stairs. Nigga, you got people up the stairs, on the stairs. You understand what I'm saying? No, y'all can't come up here. Y'all stay. Go play over there. You know what I'm saying? Go play over there. Don't come near no stairs. Don't come near nothing. You know what I'm saying? Off limits. You understand what I'm saying? And you yourself, you know, anytime we do something, nigga, you got to have more than one adult in the area. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody on your team. You know what I'm saying? More than one, but necessarily do not have children nowhere, you know, where you closed in with them and shit, this, that, and you don't do no shit like that, nigga. You gonna get some trumped up charges through trying to live in a world that don't exist. See, that shit exists on Neverland Ranch in your fucking house, but outside of that, nigga, is a reality of motherfuckers that's waiting to feed off of that shit. You understand? Waiting to pounce on that. You see what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying today, where he at, you understand what I'm saying? He set himself up to be in the predicament that he in today. You understand? When he set himself up, and I'm sorry to say that, you know, that he did that. Because if he's truly an innocent man, he's not gonna ever come from up under this. You know what I'm saying? You know, certain shit like rape, and when motherfuckers say you didn't touch kids, it's like you never come from up under that. You don't. It's always gonna be somebody thinking in the back of their mind, like, you know, this motherfucker, you know, he fucked with them. So it's a hideous charge. You see what I'm saying? And so when you understand how you could be charged with something like that, you make sure that you do not, you know, cross certain boundaries. You have checks and balances. You know what I'm saying? Or how you deal with children, how you deal with women. You see how, and men too. I don't give a fuck, but you can see, you know, it was a stage where, you know, women could just say a motherfucker raped them, and why, especially Caucasoid women. You understand what I'm saying? This man raped me. And they ain't gonna say, oh, nigga, your ass going up in the news. That's where your ass is going, you know, whether you innocent or not. And so when you know that certain people got privileges that you do not have, and all they have to do is come, nigga, you know, to keep that shit over there. No, I don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Get me a mom, get me a sister, and settle the fuck on down and be done with that, nigga. Because the more, every time you do it, nigga, you taking an unnecessary chance. You just out there living a life or loose life and shit. And then you got peoples with all type of motives coming from all type of background. You setting your motherfucking self up. You know what I'm saying? So I want to just say that being exonerated do not make you innocent. Okay? It do not make you innocent at all. And you better, and by, you know, you don't, because the brothers, you know, in Sacramento, we still fighting. Oh, you know, Trayvon Martin, we still fighting. You understand what I'm saying? Sandra Bland, we still fighting. You understand what I'm saying? Just because a motherfucker is exonerated do not mean that they innocent. So when we say, you know, you keep throwing this shit up that Michael Jackson was exonerated, you understand what I'm saying? Does not mean he's innocent, okay? You know, if you gonna push that he innocent, the fuck being exonerated, because exonerated don't mean shit. You know how many niggas go up in the courtroom innocent that they done lock motherfuckers up for 50 years and through DNA let them out, motherfucker damn near about to die. You understand what I'm saying? About to damn die. You know what I'm saying? The court don't necessarily, you know, prove whether a motherfucker's guilty or innocent. You understand what I'm saying? So keep yourself out of this predicament. Okay, I'm not gonna, this gonna be one that's for the books. I'm in and out, you know what I'm saying? Hour long, not to be too winded on the matter, because it's clear. You know, I hate to see many of our icons. Why am I saying it? Not to be on the side of no motherfucker Caucasoid against none of my people. I'm not backing no pedophile under no circumstance. Under no circumstance will I ever back. Now, you know, you got motherfuckers out here to say, don't snitch. You see what I'm saying? Now, I want to ask niggas, what rules, what crimes do that apply to? You understand? When we out here. You understand what I'm saying? Don't snitch. Don't snitch. Don't, you know what I'm saying? You know, when do that? So when the motherfucker Takashi went up there, called Gazoy, went to screaming on everybody. See? You understand what I'm saying? Snitching on everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Then you can say, well, the white boy went up there, he didn't snitch. When they went up there, they didn't snitch. They say, okay, we're going to take the payment behind the line. Okay? We're going to take the payment behind the line. Possibility. You see what I'm saying? See, when you lay them landmines, the people can come up with all kind of possibilities, but nobody know, they only believe, because nobody was behind them doors but Mike and whoever. Okay? Now the majority of them say nothing happened. And that could be the truth. But now you got two, you understand what I'm saying? So when people say, oh, they changed, okay. Maybe they didn't snitch. Maybe they didn't snitch in this instant. Say we gonna handle this shit in the street. A lot of niggas, I done seen niggas get shot and not tell. Say we gonna handle this shit in the street. You understand what I'm saying? Some people don't want to fuck with the police and shit like that. That could be a possibility. They say, oh, fuck it, we'll handle this shit behind the scene. You got that bread? Oh, you gonna run that bread? Okay, we can leave this shit. Now that the bread done dried up, they can say, well, fuck it. That motherfucking contract no longer, it's over with. He's gone from here. Now we need, and they expecting the money to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming as long as this motherfucker live. But now he dead, so now that contract is up. We need a new contract, okay? Let's sue this motherfucker. Let's lie. You know what I'm saying? Let's lie. We can do anything we want at this point. You know what I'm saying? Whether the motherfucker believable or not. Because like I said, many of them motherfuckers that's in the Catholic Church, this, that, and the third, look how old they is and when the shit supposedly happened. What happened when, did some of them say it didn't happen? Did they say it didn't happen down through? I'm quite sure you probably can find some of them that say, oh, well, it didn't happen. Because somebody came from behind one of them corners and threw something in one of their hands and said, you know what, this for your problem. But it never changed the reality. It psychologically fucked the motherfucker up. Just a possibility. Why am I saying that? Because there's many people that's in that predicament. They was ashamed and whatever to deal with the reality of what happened to them, didn't want to come out. And then when they seen other motherfuckers come out, then they felt some confidence to say some shit about it. Then you got motherfuckers that just jumped on the bandwagon, didn't have nothing to do with it, exploited the shit. Like many of these motherfuckers that have Bill Cosby locked up, they say the Supreme Court is overlooking his motherfucking case, saying the judge was horrible in how he conducted the motherfucking trial. You understand what I'm saying? Letting motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, come up there and speak and shit, this, that. You know what I'm saying? That they should not have let into the, on the set, you know what I'm saying? Which, dictated a lot of why he ended up where he at. So, motherfuckers say shit so you don't know who is who. And some people got a legitimate, a legitimate right, you know what I'm saying, that probably when they was kids didn't say shit and maybe did say something didn't happen out of shame, and waited. I mean, look at these motherfuckers in the cap. They old as hell. And now they coming out. So the reality is it could be a whole lot of different possibilities. In order to stay out of all them possibilities of what it could be, you know what I'm saying? You set them fucking boundaries. And that's especially for them niggas that got money out there. You understand what I'm saying? Set some boundaries. Because you're seeing that motherfuckers is looking at people as a way to get paid. These is not these is not real people, people you want to fuck with, you know what I'm saying? They got underlying motives. You understand what I'm saying? To take you down and to get in your goddamn pocket and to, throw a charge on you that you cannot get off of you. Okay, when the motherfucker say you didn't rape somebody, you didn't mess with kids, and that's like the most hideous crime that you could be charged with, man. And so, family, listen to what I'm telling you, okay? And quit being, we love Mike. We love Mike. We love Mike. We love him for his music and his energy. You laid some landmines, some shit that, I personally wish you wouldn't have done, because look at where we at. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can say what they want to say about me. You understand what I'm saying? And, if this an innocent man, it's fucked up where he at. It's fucked up. It's fucked up where he at. I don't want to see no innocent person in this predicament. You understand? So this is really basically what it boiled down to me, how they dragging him in his death. If he's an innocent man, I have to say if. You understand what I'm saying? I have to say if at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I seen some elements, not to say that but it's like step for step for step. You setting yourself up. You fucking with these people. You adopting children, not your own. This, that, and the third. It's something psychological. And so when you see a person is, he all over the place psychologically, you don't know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it is. And so I'm not condemning the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking him off the hook either. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you set this landmine for yourself, I say, my nigga, why would you do some shit like this? You know what I'm saying? For these people, you left landmines that motherfuckers could set off even while you in the grave. Okay? And so that's critical. So I'm on my way out of here, family. I hope that this man's family come together real soon. They supposed to be on their head by now. You understand what I'm saying? Supposed to be on their motherfucking head by now. And I don't see that. So I hope that this man's children, supposed children, and his family get together and, get some form of an assault team on these motherfuckers to get in, they supposed to be trying to break them motherfuckers. Straight up. Break them, get in their pockets so deep that nigga is no way up out of it. Sue the fuck out of them. HBO to the point, nigga, y'all got some stock in that shit. Nigga, we gonna own HBO after this. If they do not mount a serious defense for that man against these charges at this time to defend his honor, adopting them children was a landmine. It was a landmine. He should have kept that in his family with some responsible people in his family, because they're the ones that's talking for him. I don't hear nothing from them kids. I see his brothers and, Jermaine step up. I seen his nephew step up there and say something on his behalf. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is ridiculous that nobody is stepping up. And that's a landmine. Not only adopting them and putting them in charge of the estate, not leaving some room for responsible brothers and sisters, and family members to be able to step in there and guide them, you understand, in a way, if they want to be guided. They could be plants. Them motherfuckers could be plants. You understand what I'm saying? And while them Caucasoids is doing what they doing, these motherfuckers stay silent and allow them to do it. Okay? That's reality. We got to look at all the possibilities that they could be plants and that they sit their ass quiet while they do what they do. And they pick this man's legacy apart piece by piece. That could be a reality. That could be a serious reality. And so, family, I'm up out of here. And again, I deal with Oprah at another time, because she falls flat. You understand what I'm saying? She done been in the man, had opportunity to do all that shit that she doing now. And, for her to come out and HBO done already gave them a platform. She should have given Michael Jackson family a HBO done already gave them motherfuckers a platform. Why you come out and give them a platform? You should have gave that platform to his family, even the motherfucking odds. I'm Michael's peoples. You know what I'm saying? I believe Michael. Let me give his family, get his brothers and sisters and his children on your show to come up there and give the other half of the story. She did not do that. That's some bullshit. But that I'll get on that story much later. All right, family. I'm out of here. Lunching with the general for lunch. Don't care if you like it. I only told the truth. All right? I don't care if you like it. I only told the truth. So I'm out of here. I'll be black. I'm coming right black, family. So if you at your job, just put your motherfucking ear. You ain't got to look at me. Just put that motherfucker in your ear and just walk around. And they're gonna be looking, your ass gonna be laughing and shit. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is she laughing at? And you're gonna have the general in your ear. Just put that shit on in your ear, walk around, do your job, and let me energize you while you're out there working. This is the General Sarasu and Seti saying, hey, you hear me out there? Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education confrontation. Go back and watch that one video, R. Kelly and Michael Jackson. You understand? Go back and watch that. And when you watch that, you're going to see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Black power.